What's up, you guys? It's Rob here. Today we're going to be going over ticker symbol GME. We'll cover it on the daily, weekly, and monthly time frame in anticipation for tomorrow's trading day, April 20th. I'm also going to cover the short interest on GameStop as it did go up today by a lot. But I hope you all had a great day. I definitely had a great day. GameStop definitely had a great day. We had a positive move of greater than 5% within the day. And I'm really excited to see where the stock is, and I'm excited to see where it's going because we kind of got a hint at what the stock can do, hopefully headed into tomorrow. But if you guys can, do me a huge favor, drop a like down on this video. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you ring that bell. Just doing those three things really helps out the channel and helps me reach a further audience. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm currently sitting at 900 right now as of this recording. If you guys can push me over that 1,000 subscriber goal, I would absolutely love that. And thank you guys so much. Thank you to each of the 900 of you who have subscribed to me so far throughout my YouTube journey. I personally am so grateful, and I really just can't wait to continue doing this for you guys. And if you guys also have any suggestions, drop them down below in the comment section. I'll take a look at them. I'll probably put those videos more towards the weekend because I want to cover Tesla, Palantir, NEO, and GameStop and AMC all during the week. But on the weekend, I can definitely give more of a longer outlook on certain stocks if you guys want me to. But let's go ahead and hop on over here into WeBull. And speaking about WeBull, if you click the link down in the description, I do have my referral link, and you do get 2 free stocks for joining WeBull. One when you sign up and your account's approved, and then the other when you deposit $100 on the platform. It gives you this wonderful trading software like this. It's an actual desktop application. It's not like a mobile app only available on like Robinhood or something that's available in your browser. It's actually really nice and allows you to have a lot of functionality. So personally, I love it, and I will never be going back to Robinhood. And if you're a Doge trader, they're beta testing Doge on WeBull, which would be cool. So just my 2 cents. But covering here, looking at the chart, we were up 6.26% for the day. Our volume was at 10.52 million, so we were still at a fourth of what our normal volume is for this 3-month period. And we made this move on a low volume day. And hint, with a lot of short interest today also within GameStop. So that's the huge thing, is we made this very large move here in pretty much the middle of the morning and then touched our intraday low off of our intraday high. But the huge thing that I really like is when we were coming into this morning, if you take a look at these candles, we were literally trying to test 172 into the open. Now we got rejected off of the open, but we later claimed over it and actually traded above here on the minute chart 172 for a good period of time before breaking back down below it, which is what I like to see because 172 is a really, really strong resistance for the stock right now. And if we can get back within that 172 to that 198 channel, I keep hammering away at day in and day out, we're in a very good position and we're on our way there, guys. So just be patient. We're on our way there. And then we had our intraday low here of 162.46. And the huge thing is we didn't drop below 160 today. We didn't retest our support down at 158 or 150 kind of thing. We didn't test those. We had a really positive day, which is a good thing for this stock. If we zoom out here a little bit more, we definitely had a little bit of a consolidation period here during the middle of the day. The huge thing that I'm taking a look at is I'm taking a look at these candles. And the huge thing is when I take a look at these candles, a lot of them are what's called hammer tops. It's when they're filled on the top, but not on the bottom. And what that indicates is heavy buying pressure. So you really want hammer candles if they're red. And the more hammer candles there are, it shows the stronger buying pressure. Now, when you get these little candles that are kind of like almost like an indecision kind of thing, what it is, it's called a doji candle, and it's essentially kind of a chance for the stock to either go up or kind of go down. It's kind of like the pressure is equal right now, so it's going to be dependent upon who has more buy or sells. So if there's more seller, you tend to see kind of a downtrend right here. But if you have buying pressure, you tend to head upwards. So that's a doji candle. But the huge thing is I'm taking a look at this and I'm seeing a crap ton of hammer candles, which is amazing, which indicates that there's not a lot of people that are wanting to sell this stock. There's a heavy buying presence. And when the short interest comes in and the shorts try to come in and short the stock, we're buying it and we're doing a damn good job of it. Pardon my language, but we're doing a good job of it. Now, we did close here at 164.37, so up on the day. And the huge thing is we did this on low volume. Like, I want to hammer that home. We did this on low volume. So imagine if volume steps in, what's going to happen with GameStop? It's going to absolutely just go crazy. Now, let's go ahead and hop out here to the 5-day, 5-minute time frame. And what I just really want to highlight here is the past 5 days. So we have Tuesday of last week through Monday of today. On Tuesday, we were trading all the way down here, $140. And on Monday of this week, we're trading at $164. And we had a high of $175, which is awesome. So we're having good movement within the stock. And the huge thing that I'm taking a look at here on the 5-day is we're pretty much trading above this 30-day moving average right now, which is a good sign. At the close, the 30-day moving average was sitting at 164.39, so we were 2 cents below it technically. But the huge thing is we got back above that. And then we also take a look at the 120-day moving average. We kind of flattened it out, but the 120-day moving average is going to take a lot more positivity to actually reverse it. So currently right now it is still hooking down, but it is not nearly as strong as it was. So it's a good thing to take a look at. The RSI, we're sitting here neutral in the after hours at 48. If we take a look at the MACD headed in the close, we definitely have a bullish trend and we're not overextended, which is a very good thing. And we had this bullish reversal pretty much right here at 335, which is a good thing headed into the close. And we did apparently make the reversal back to a bearish trend, but we're above the equilibrium. We're headed towards the equilibrium headed here in the close. And the huge thing that I want to highlight is the fact of how close these lines are together, not how we're overextended back here. We're hugging the lines together, which is a good movement. And that's what we want within the MACD. We don't want to be overextended like we are back here, right here, and pretty much how we were for a good part of the day. Being overextended on the MACD is just not something that you really want to do. And that's the huge thing that I'm looking for with us moving forward, is just trying to make healthy moves and not really volatile moves. But it is going to be a hard thing to do because the shorts are going to come in and heavily short the stock. And then we're going to go, oh, what a great buying opportunity because I like the stock. Let me buy it kind of thing. So let's hop out here to the month time frame. And this is personally my favorite time frame because it gives you a good picture of where we've been and where we currently are and where we could be kind of thing. And the huge thing to highlight here is the high in the past month has been $218 and our low has been $112. So we're pretty much sitting about halfway in between that right now, give or take a couple of dollars. But that's actually good. And the huge thing is, this line here and this line here is at 172 to 198 channel. We're not that far away from it, and we're making progress in the right direction. The other thing that I'm noticing here too on the 1 month time frame is the 120-day moving average and the 30-day. Well, the 120-day moving average is actually flattening out, which is a good sign. It's looking for some consolidation headed into hopefully tomorrow, but the 30-day moving average is actually hooking upwards. So I really like using the 30 and the 120-day because it gives you kind of more of a macro and micro perspective of the price movement of the stock over those two time periods, 30 days and 120 days. The other thing I really want to highlight here is taking a look at this RSI. We're sitting at 53.86, which is just above neutral, which is actually pretty good. For the movement that we had today, the fact that we're not sitting up more towards 70 is actually really nice. So I'm happy about that. Now, the huge thing I want to highlight is the run up that we had this morning actually made us oversold. And the huge thing is when we have consolidation like we did later in the day, we actually really cool off this RSI, which is a good thing. So hopefully tomorrow, when we make that move up to 172 or 170, hopefully on the bullish side kind of thing, we won't touch that oversold category if we oversold area if we do it too quickly, kind of thing. Now, if we do it slowly, the chances are going to be less likely because we'll be able to have periods of consolidation versus a quick rip up and then a rip back down, kind of thing. The other thing I really want to take a look at here is the MACD. So the MACD says that we are definitely headed in the bearish territory, but taking it because we have the signal here above the MACD headed pretty much into the close. They essentially converged at 2:30 today, and had that flip. So it's not technically the best sign, but the huge thing that I really want to highlight here is taking a look at these two moving averages. So hopefully with tomorrow and the move that we have, and I also think the whole reason why the MACD is saying that we're in bearish territory is because we had such a great run up into open today. And then we did give some of it up, but we didn't give all of it up, which is the huge thing that I think is a positive thing. And we're also up in the after hours at 164.90. So that's a good thing for the stock as well. But we just got to keep an eye on this because if it is saying a bearish indicator, we could be looking at a bearish day tomorrow. So maybe a period of just consolidation, if not a slightly negative day. So just keep that in mind. The stock can move up and down. So if it was a bearish day kind of thing, maybe we might head and retest 158 because we didn't retest it today. But personally, I am hopeful and I'm kind of a bull on GameStop, so it's kind of hard for me to think in bearish terms, but to play both sides of the cards. I think for the bearish outlook, if we head towards the downside, I would be looking at 158 to see if we can find support there and either bounce off of it and then get back up to where we are, or just to hover around that support line as a bearish outlook for the day. But personally, I think the fact that we had 10 million shares traded in a whole entire day and we made a 6% move, I don't think we're going to have a bearish outlook, but I have been wrong in the past. And this is all just me looking at technical analysis. So take what I say, guys, with a grain of salt kind of thing. Do your own due diligence and all that kind of stuff because stocks go up and down. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't predict exactly what's going to happen kind of thing. I wish I could because I would do this and then I would be making millions of dollars kind of thing. But the next thing I really want to cover is I want to cover the short interest on GameStop. And the huge thing is the short interest change today went up by almost 4%, which is huge. That's a lot of shorts in the day kind of thing. And we had a positive day. So just save that in your head. There was a lot of shorting today and we had a positive day. Good day for GameStop. So our current short interest of free float right now is sitting at 26.63%, which is really high. Our current short interest right now is 12.27 million. Last reported on March 31st is 10.7 million. So it has increased. The other thing to highlight is the borrowed shares today was around 740,400. The return shares was around 201,300. So there's still 549,100 shares outstanding. The other huge thing that I want to highlight is the utilization has actually gone up. So we're sitting at 41.83% utilization. 7 days ago, we were at 31%. Cost to borrow is up. 7 days ago, 1.3. Currently, 1.35. So it's not huge, but it is definitely changing. Also, our days to cover is at 0.34 versus 0.28. But the huge thing that I want to hammer home is we're seeing, I clicked on this yellow line here, which is the estimated short interest or free float. So we're seeing an increased short within GameStop, and this is going high. Like, it's not nearly what it was at the original squeeze, but the fact that it increased by 4% today is huge. Now, there are a lot of shares out on loan right now at 13.94 million. So we got to keep that in mind. And the free float on loan is currently sitting at about 30.27%. So there is a huge outstanding short position that is just currently waiting. So we may see that in the coming days. Or what they might do is we might start rallying and they might try to press down the stock so we don't cause max pain to the hedge funds kind of thing. But the huge thing I just want to highlight is the amount of short interest that we had today was huge. And we had a positive day. So Guys, it was a phenomenal day. Yeah, we didn't move 20%, but we moved 6%, and it's wonderful movement within the stock. We are well on our way to getting back up to 172 and getting back within that channel. We just have to stair step it, and I much prefer the stair step it than make a 20% move and then have to give some of it back up and make another 20% move and then give some of it back up and drive implied volatility through the roof. We don't want that, because if we drive implied volatility through the roof, we're going to see options contract become more expensive. And that's not going to be exactly appealing to new investors or big institutions that want to invest in options. So just keep that in mind. But that's what I got for you guys today. The huge thing to take away from GameStop is we had a positive day, and our short interest was huge within the day. So the fact, those are the two highlights to take away. We had a lot of short interest introduced today, and we also had a positive day. But if you guys made it this far in the video, if you guys can do me a favor, just comment pineapple down on the video. I'm just curious to see how many of you guys make it to the end of these videos kind of thing. But I'll see you guys in the next one and see you tomorrow. Peace.